What's up? What's up? We're live.
Hello.
What the fuck
Is this all the way over here? Yeah.
is
So, yeah. Obviously, we're not completely done with the setup yet. Let me see. I'm trying to get my giraffe in this shit, dog. I'm trying to get a giraffe, man. Everybody got like other animals and
There
shit.
you go.
Who got a giraffe? Who got a giraffe? Yeah. Check in, check in. It's Tuesday. Pretty consistent. Going on week 6
Yeah.
of this. Yeah. We don't have a topic.
But it's been crazy. This week was crazy. It's the first time I left the dogs in a minute. Yeah. It's been crazy with the world.
Oh yeah.
A lot of craziness going on. That's a good topic. Probably like protection.
Oh yeah.
Like, like a lot of people, controversial about protecting your own or whatever. I mean, but in reality, that's what it should be. You should protect your own no matter what, to start with. You shouldn't wait for, you're not going to sit there and wait for 911 and the cops to show up. If something does happen, you have to be able to take action right as it's happening. Time is of the essence. That's something you don't want. I'm not going to say you don't want to be patient on, because, they do teach slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You got to make decisions, conscious decisions quickly. And I think that's where us as parents, we have relied a lot on the school system, thinking that they will protect our kids. But we have come to see that in the past, they will not protect our kids. So I feel, I feel that this is a very big eye-opener. And it's sad to say, because it's true that people they feel like, oh, wow, that's happened there, this situation, so they just let it go over their head because it didn't happen to them. Just because this didn't happen to you doesn't mean it can't happen to you. It can happen within your region. Whether it be mental illness or whatever the case may be, it's everywhere. This is happening everywhere. You got to teach your kids how to protect themselves, whether it be bullying and any of that. This is all protection. Parents need to protect their kids. And hey, if you speak up to the principal and the principal says they're going to handle it and it takes them more than 3 days, you go handle it. What I mean by that is you go to the board, you surpass the principal, you take action. Take a time out of work to go and check up on your kids. The kids is the future. Raise them right. Show them that they count on us as parents, as their parents, to protect them first before anybody else. Like, and we have become blind to see that. And this last week really showed us what can happen, if we don't protect our kids, if we don't stand up and fight for our kids. And I feel it happened right when summer, and I feel that people are going to let this go over their head when school year starts. I think it's time for us parents to take action and be like, yo, we need some type of we need some type of security for our kids. We got lackadaisical. Schools were on lockdown 2-3 years ago, and then everything's so gung-ho, and then something happens, boom, and now everyone's feeling the wrath. These were kids, little kids that didn't deserve any of this. And this is time to take action for the kids. Protection, like just to protect them, oversee them. A lot of this stuff could be avoided. It's our job to guide our kids in a correct direction of humanity. I mean, it's humanity's job to help these kids, and we're just letting them do whatever. We're letting them run blind into reality. Reality's here, and things happen. So, Yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I don't know how you feel about that situation.
I I'm a very alive person, and I'm alive, and I really just think like a lot of uh, people just gotta live, like it's like protection, but like most people, they what do they have to be protected of too? Like all you parents that were on the sideline crying, oh my kid this or my kid that, or like you're crying, screaming, and you weren't storming and that shit. I don't want to hear you talking about you loved your kid. Like fuck that shit. Like love would have put your ass over that motherfucking gate. Love would have put your ass through that motherfucking door. Love would have put you not in a position to be powerless. So, like when you talk about love, when you talk about kids, when you talk about just like government and society, like I definitely think you got to read the Science of Getting Rich, straight up, because most people don't give a fuck. Most people want to be on the sideline while their kid gets killed and cry about it and have something to complain about the next day. Like, bitch, did y'all even love y'all kids? You know, fucking love would have put you over that gate. Like, love would have put you over that gate if your kid would have been able to protect himself, because you would have already been doing just things that the kid would have known how to move to be alive. I could care less that it was in elementary. Um, just having a clean bond with your child, or she should know like how to move somewhat under pressure, like where it's not like, oh my gosh, we're gonna shut down and go victim mentality. Like, you should have been like, oh, this motherfucker came in here with a gun, like he about to get it. Like, you gotta go. Like, and I think that's one of the cool things about this location. I'll be teaching my son how to shoot right here. We got land in the back. And one of the beautiful things about having land is that you're able to use it. And if you're using your land right, one of the things that you should be doing is like teaching self defense. My boy got the cold little sheriff pose. He right there like freeze, pa pa pa, like fucking a. And I think that's one of the big things that you got a lot of necrophilia in this world, where people like oh, you fly Ukraine one week, fly whatever fucking spot in Texas, this shit happened, and they just want to attach themselves to that death. And it's just like like bring about the life, like yeah, that shit happened, whatever, like that. Oh, that shit's fucked up. No, it's not. Shit happens. Like I can show you 1,000 other scenarios that happened that same day. And you're like, fuck, there was only 19 kids right here. Like, there's a lot of other things that happened. A whole lot of other things that happened. And that's why I think it's like this. It comes down to like reading The Science of Getting Rich, where you're just taking out that like necrophilia. Because fuck out of here with that shit. Like, that's what it is. Oh, look, all these kids died. Oh, look, this happened. Oh, look, that happened. Look at all the fat ass fucking parents in the pictures. Them bitches look like they all about to croak. Walking around like, man, them bitches need more help than what the fuck happened. Like, just to be an asshole, I guess, or a dick, or like, I ain't out here trying to like cry or attach myself to anybody. Nah, I'm over here on this side. Yeah, yeah. I like to do that also because it separates me and it allows me to live more. And like I can't sit here and tell you that like I feel bad for those kids, knowing that they lived their best life till the day they went, and there's 1,000 other scenarios that went down that were way more fucked up, that were with kids that got a lot less love. So those kids died. They died. Those parents that were there, like some trash ass parents, fuck out of here. I'd be mad as fuck at if I wasn't able to show up, if I wasn't notified that some shit like that happened at my kid's school, and I wasn't able to be one of them motherfuckers that was like, You know, like if the cops didn't have it, like, they gonna take me too. They gonna take me too. But like, yeah, like fuck out of here with that. Like, the same way it's y'all motherfucking jobs with the shield. It's my job too, and I put on that shield as soon as I didn't put on the other shield. So fuck, like that's how I feel about that with the protection. Like,
I
just
definitely feel you on
yeah.
like people not going in there, like that. Like I would just, yeah. I it's that adrenaline. It's that. I think it's more like the side of um, like people have been just robotic to fucking listen to the police, and they're like, nah, we're gonna go and wait.
But they
or
got bigger
whatever.
problems than their kids have been dead. They haven't loved their kids. Like, to be honest about the situation, like if you're that chicken shit, that you're that broken down, like how do you live? Like, do you obviously, let's just say they're not eating right. Okay, they're not exercising. They're fucking in Texas and they probably even doing no outdoor shit. Cause it's like, yo, you go into one of them fucking Y school. Them little motherfuckers have you hogtied and shit. I'll spend time with my kid. Fuck yeah, yeah. So like let's I don't know. I'd rather look at the bad in the situation than try to like sympathize with people. Cause that's just not me. I just bring raw strength to the mix. Like that, like chest pounding shit. I guess that's what I'm doing right now. But like, fuck if I ain't gonna be like prepared if some shit like that happen. Like, I pray to God that it never happens. I pray to God that I continue to live in just this immense lifestyle of privilege. But like, if some shit go down, my boy, we got switches. It's like it's gonna go full fucking survival mode, dog. Don't put me in that. That's why I live in this way that I live, because it's like Vicente shall not be put in survival mode. And that's how I just feel about that whole situation. Like, motherfuckers don't even know how to survive. And if you don't know how to survive in the world, then you don't love, because you're not part of the beauty. You're not part of the beauty of life if you don't know how to survive, and you should be that first thing that's cut off. So when the meat grinder starts grinding and you're in it, then it's like fuck it. But if you're like if you're if you're like if you fucking fighting and you go down because you got put down, now hey, that's some shit to be like, put honor behind it. Like if it puts honor behind it instead of just, oh, we had 19 helpless victims, or like, how old were them little niggas? They coming like little kids is bad, bruh. Like, them was some like soft ass little kids, like those like little silver teeth bastards. Like, yeah, they would bit them or something, like, or they would have been, just more just I definitely was a tough position to be put in, but like, you gotta have fight to live, and that comes in at any age, and yeah, that's where I'll leave that at. Fight to live, but you gotta live to live. Because if you're not living to live, then you're already dead, and it's just like what other problem do you want in your life? Because you're gonna get every other problem. So live. That's my take on the whole situation. If you live, you're guaranteed to die with honor. Fucking A. I want to go out. Might go out of old age though at 150. I'm gonna die when I'm 150.
He said 150. Yeah, robotic legs and shit.
Possibly. Yeah, that's how I feel about that.
150, huh? That's a long time.
Man, just if you, this is why I be on my whole other shit, just because I keep up with what's going on. Like, the year is 2022. Tomorrow's June, okay? Fucking done with the first half of 2022. Second half of 2022, we might be unlocking AI. Once AI is unlocked, like, how ain't I gonna live to 150? How not? How not? How not? Like, modern medicine happened, boom. Our life expectancy grew. Okay? Then we're gonna have AI. Like, what the fuck you think's gonna happen? Like you seen what's happening with internal combustion engine. Now they got fucking now they got electric cars that are faster than Bugattis. And I'm not gonna live to 150. But that's why you gotta like live to like experience life in all its beauty. Cause I'm guaranteed alive to 150 if I live in a box. But like if I experience life and to make it to 150, that's just greatness, and that's what I'm about. So give it to me, 150 while being alive. My joints are gonna be good. They're gonna have a fix for that. I'm not gonna be 150 years old walking around. Man, that shit gonna be still growing out long. My teeth, not dentures. Like they gonna fix
about
that
to
shit.
donate that shit.
Well, yeah, but I could grow it out again. I'm just saying.
150. You could probably grow it out about 4 or 5 times.
Shit. Yeah.
We ain't even hit 50 yet, so that's a whole nother.
I still feel like I'm my shoe size 13. Forever young. Yeah. But that, that's that like real like state of abundance, like that real mind state of abundance where it's just like, hey, you want to know if this is gonna happen, and it's not like I'm just being ludicrous with things throwing out like crazy numbers that don't make any sense. I'm right here telling you like, yo, AI is gonna get cracked. Once AI gets cracked with this whole COVID shit that just finished happening, they just finished fucking swabbing everybody. That's gonna make it easy for them just to make the database even bigger of the human population. And once they have the database fucking just complete the input of all the humans on Earth, which is kind of what just finished happening with this COVID-19 shit. It just makes sense. It's like 1 and 1 is 2. Now what's next? I ain't here to argue with it. I'm just here to not be a sucker at the end of the day and think I'm gonna like possibly die young. Like nah, like once this AI shit smack, man, it's going through the roof. That's why all these weirdos is talking about like population control and all this like weird shit, because they're the sick motherfuckers that ain't doing shit. They're just like creating things that really don't have no value as far as beauty. It's very necro, but they do want to extend that life also, because even if you're a weirdo, like you still want to live. That's just part of like humanity. Like as much as you could deny it, like once that that fucking point of death comes, you're gonna go to life. So that's how I see that. I'm pretty excited.
With AI?
Yeah, because you got like the J-Webb telescope that's gonna be seeing the birth of a star, and once we see the birth of a star and the whole like transition from death, when it goes to like the supernova to I guess like the entering of the black hole or whatever the fuck, or however the fuck it's created, we are going to know that. And once we see that beauty, once we see that rhythm, once we see that state of happening, then that's going to really expand our mind, because we see synchronicities all the time with nature. Nature is built upon it. That's why we also have it in us. But it's when we become blind to nature are we able to live in a demonic fashion. And this birth of a star, I feel, is really what's going to spark just the AI. It's the thing that's needed in order to unlock it. That birth of a star, like that shit is just so important. It's stardust. He got the stardust. And we're human. We're fucking human. It's fucking gold. It's fucking stardust. It is extremely important. And I think nobody really is like pushing that perspective. And that's why we're here on Bridge Talk. Because it's going to have a timestamp. Probably like over here on this side. But it's going to have a fucking timestamp on this video. And, shout out to 150-year-old Vicente. My boy's gonna have that Nipsey shit by then, all drinked out.
He said all drinked out.
Yeah. But my guy right here, he be all like worried about like the resistance and the government, and be worried about like he be talking about people like like I think it's bad. Like when you talk about people are suppressed and all this shit, and it's like, bro, like they're not suppressed, bro. They want to be like that, and you be like making up like imaginary shit for people, bro. And it's like, like take that fucking horse to water. Bet that shit don't drink. And you talking about they suppressed, my nigga? They Gucci, bro. They did not take the pill. They took the pill. Said fuck that shit. Went back in the Matrix. And you're over there making them a victim. I think that's bad. Like, that's why I don't ever, like, take part in, like, those type of conversations. They're like, yeah, like, fight the fucking power. Like, nah, my nigga, let the power succeed. Because the power succeeding means that they need the help, bro. Like, they need the help. They need somebody to, like, fucking put the fucking water fucking hose down their throat, at the river. They're right there looking stupid, like, waiting for somebody to fucking, put some fucking water in their mouth. And this one's like, oh, man, they're right there torturing that cat. I'm right there like, man, that motherfucking cow right there or horse wouldn't be alive if them motherfuckers wouldn't be doing that. And, you see it like, like I say, like see to understand and to be understood. Yeah. You like to draw your reality for the person. Why aren't they doing that? And you're like, oh, it's because they're being suppressed. Go get that motherfucker a book, dog. It's 2022, dog. There's a fucking World Wide Web. Yeah. It's just like, what do they want? Like, does everybody want to be alive? No. Like, only the strong fucking vibe, bro. And these weak people are still alive, and they need to be kept alive by the state. They need to be handled by the state. If they weren't being handled by the state, what the fuck would they be doing? They'd be fucking, like, you'd be, like, you're gonna be right there drinking water. They're not being fucking, hosed down by the state. And then they're gonna be pushing you away from the thing, because they're gonna be like, yo, hey, nigga, what you're doing is wrong. And you're like, wow, like, it's not even the state at that point. It's the necrophilia of the idiocracy of the people that lead to that, not the fucking government. Like, the government's just the thing that's being the shepherd. At the end of the day, like, why are you gonna say that, like, everybody's, like, fucking God-given or God-saved? Like, don't forget, like, you gotta be saved before you could be anything else. And most of these people, they're not saved, yo. And I think it will definitely, like, help out a lot. Like, you can move faster. Yeah. Not knocking anybody. You feel me? Yeah. Because that shit's like, oh, like, you guys are, like, suppressed. It's like, man, like, what the fuck? Like, like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, we were just about to beat the state's ass, dog. Like, the niggas that is with it. Yeah. The people that are with it, the people that are putting in the work, the people that are making shit happen, they weren't about the state. They're like, what state, bro? We already abolished that shit. Like, let's move on. The real power movements, the real people that are bringing about the change, and that's why I'm happy for, like, all the studying that I've done, also all the independent research that I've done, the breaking away from the movement too, because I have I don't even want to say, like, a solid track record or anything. I really just have the model of what the fuck it should be. I feel I'm a model citizen. And hey, like, the community-based organizations know me. The main people in the community-based organizations know me. I had my list of demands when I was in school. Like, when we sat down and we put the shit together, I fucking definitely pushed on it was demands, and that's all paperwork and that's all there. So that's definitely something that I've done. And, like, when I was doing it, I definitely never assumed a victim mentality. And because that's bad, like, man, like, my people from the hood, bro, I grew up in the ghetto, dog. I ain't never no fucking victim. As soon as I'm a victim, you could get me in any way, shape, or form. So that's why I just push strength. Because once you push strength, it's like, man, like, you ain't going to want to flock me. You're going to go flock the weak one. Yeah. Because the weak one's going to be doing the same shit I'm trying to do because they're trying to mimic me. And then you're going to go get God because you're like, hey, you want to know what? This easier meal right here. Yeah, but I like I'm not, like, I'm not about, like, repeating problems. Uh-huh. Like, once you tell more than one person your problems, you're really just seeking attention if you haven't had any action on it. You know, it's like, man, what the fuck? Like, you know, you want, you just want attention at the end of the day, and you know, some people that is all they want.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to call it for what it is. Like, hey, this person just wants attention. Hey, this person just wants to be babied. Hey, this person don't even fucking want to be here. You know, and it's just understanding like where people are at. Like once you understand where people are at, seek to understand, then to be understood. Like you know, like I said, you know, you expect like, oh, I'm gonna go to the river, I'm gonna drink some water, I'm gonna make sure I'm good. You're thinking about all these other good things that you're doing, and then you see these idiots fucking over there getting just holes down. You're like, oh my god, like what are they doing? And it's like you look a little bit more to the side, and there's a door right there with that, and all these motherfuckers are right there. You're just like, man, those guys are being suppressed. And I'm like, bro, there's an exit right there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like you're like hey, like don't come this way, like you're drinking the water, like acting like this shit's poison or something. You feel me? Like and like then it's like yo, like oh y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Like this guy over here acting crazy, acting like he's drinking the water, dying, and these motherfuckers over here, they don't even want to drink the water. They're just over here tripping out on this guy's antics. And that's how a lot of these like community-based organizations and poverty pimps are, where they're just right there like, oh my god, we're so suppressed, and then it's just like all kinds of shit. It's just like I don't
You
I
just
don't
said poverty.
poverty pimps. Yeah, fuck yeah, all these community-based organizations. Poverty pimps. Straight up, like man, like how long y'all been working here for? Like, bitch, go work at Chipotle, go work at go get a real job and then volunteer and do this shit. Don't be right here talking about you working and you ain't like really bringing no motherfucking change.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, like you getting paid for this shit. You better be turned the fuck up. Martin Luther King wasn't getting paid like that. Malcolm X wasn't getting paid like that. They were able to move around in the way that they were able to move around because economics was different at that time. They had black only hotels. Bro, you think they were getting charged to fucking sleep a night in a black only hotel in 19 fucking 60, 70 something? Fuck no.
Nah.
They wanted Martin Luther King to be in their hotel. They comped this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a lot of the things that like people don't talk about. Why were those leaders able to move away around the way they were? And it's like, hey, look it, they changed the whole economic structure where they made it more inclusive, and then what's happened since then? Fucking crazy ass inflation. So it's just like, you know, like that's why I'm here to argue or be a victim or to feel bad for other people. Like I'm all down for helping people. We're right here being more social,
Yeah.
you know, trying to be more interconnected and let people know what we're about. You know, I'm really not willing to do much else except keep living. You know, take all the beauty that's given to me and 10x it is as I'm righteously supposed to do. But yeah, like apart from that, like don't expect any of that, like those antics from me. I'm not the guy that's gonna do that. I've done it enough. I'm plugged in with the right people, and like if anything, I just want to be like checking a high amount of the people because I really don't see I really don't see that. And like even like with yourself, like right now where I'm like, hey, don't call those people that.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't call those people that. Don't think that people are suppressed. You know, because if somebody's free, if somebody's looking for freedom, you give them this much freedom, bro, and they'll make it that much.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just about how you're just gonna, you know, like we're doing this podcast, like I said.
Yeah.
You know, like what things are we gonna do in order to make sure that the people that want to be free to know that there's like-minded individuals out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just they're used to it, is what it is, you know. So that's their comfort.
I ain't out here trying to.
Yeah, we ain't trying to like make people.
I ain't out here. Not he over here trying to rationalize these motherfuckers again, dog. Like I'm over here looking at motherfuckers getting the fucking shit put down there. I'm just like, yo, bro, hey, that ain't me. Don't come over here with that bullshit. pick up my leg and start pissing us Sir Dominance. He over here, like I said, he's over here. Oh, it's because of this. Like, have fun, bro. He like make up their story. Build your narrative. Expand your narrative out. Come with that like power, and you will ever expand faster. But as long as you're like crutching, or making excuses for other people, then it's just like, bro, like, making excuses for other people is bad, because that's gonna allow you to make more excuses for yourself a lot easier.
Yeah.
And it's just like my world. It's just like, yo, bro, there are no excuses. Because there's no chance. Like, if you fucked up, you fucked up. And you really just got to man up and just be like, all right, cool, you want to know I fucked up right there. And then, boom, move on to the next thing. But you can't be like, whatever the fuck you said, I already deleted that shit from my head. But, like, that's how much I don't be hearing that shit. Like, real talk, like, I really don't, because then I'll just get upset, and I'm a very happy person. And I'd rather just address it on the fly.
Yeah.
And just address it in order to identify it, and then just move from there. Because then it's like, yo, you still fucking, are you the guy putting that shit down their throats? Because as long as you're justifying the oppression, then you are putting that thing down their throat too. Because then they're like, yeah, I am a victim. Yeah, it is a state. Yeah, I am just this. Or it's like different than being like, yo, y'all some bitches. Y'all some, why isn't he looking at us? That's what the fuck, you feel me? That's what's going to get the attention a lot faster. Why is he looking at us? Why is he over there enjoying the water, acting like we're not here? Wow, he must be onto something real good. The same way y'all motherfuckers in the Matrix over here wanting to get shit jammed down you, and you're right there gargling on it like a good cock, just fuck you. Well, whatever females be going through when they be sucking dick, all I did is talk about that shit.
Where you going with this?
But like, like they not complaining, bro. They're right there slogging that motherfucker down. And it's just like, don't give them that space. Don't give them that like authority in the world. They're doing everything bad.
Yeah.
And it's not something that should be celebrated. Like, oh, they went through the struggle or like whatever. It's like, oh, you got through that shit. Like, cool. Now let's see if you can fucking run. Because it's survival of the fittest. It's not survival of the niggas that just fucking made it. And that is very important with having hierarchy. Then that forces hierarchies to be built.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, oh, cool, like we finally made it, you guys got out of this, like like celebrating that you're like, it's like fucking living in America and just being on welfare. Like fuck you want to know it, and not do nothing else. Just like be just a hardcore like welfare case, like hardcore welfare case where it's just like
there's people like that. Man.
Yeah. And then it's just like that where it's just like, oh, like they plateaued.
Yeah, and then they gotta have another kid.
Yeah.
Shit, 40-something and
yeah, where it's just like, yo, like you've plateaued and taking it up that like notch allows there to be those steps, which allows there to be pressure on the switches to where you get stress tested because you want to be on top. Like, hey, like every fucking lion wants to be the main lion. Like, fuck all the bullshit. And Abdul Lama or whatever the Muslim homies be saying, but I'm trying to live that shit on earth, player. Have a straight party. But that's where like real hierarchy comes in and just like really testing shit out and not taking part. Like that victim mentality shit is cool when you're trying to get some pussy, like straight up. And next thing you know, you're right there, because a woman's gonna want to take, like nah, you strong, nigga. Like she want to gas you up, like. But other than that, like I don't be playing that part. Yeah. Unless I'm trying Yeah.
Some coochie.
Yeah, for real. It's like, cause what the fuck's gonna happen? You're gonna, the woman's gonna try to like assert her dominance. She's gonna want to give her care and her love, and
Yeah.
give you that shit that you can walk around. Yeah, I just got some pussy, But fuck, like I don't know. I'm gonna start stuttering again. Change the subject. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You talk, bro. Get on my phone.
You're a fool.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So why do you think people are like victims though? Like why do you think people are just like powerless? Like
I don't think they're powerless. I just think that they don't. Their mindset isn't to take action.
why do you want their mindset to take action? Why do you want somebody else to do something?
What do you mean? You wouldn't? So you're gonna say you wouldn't take action if it happened at your kid's school?
I already said I was gonna take action, bro.
I know, but you.
But why do you want somebody that's not doing something to do something?
Well, what good are they if they ain't doing anything?
So you want them? So you're putting expectations on people.
So you wouldn't want people. So you're gonna say that there should be an expectation when you have a kid, right? Like support, like you got to protect them at all costs. Right? So you're gonna say that you just want people to have no motive, no expectation of anything, just to keep eating because you're saying that's their motive, like is
No.
eating.
I can is the voice on? I don't see that moving right there on that.
Yeah, it's moving.
On that?
Nah, on that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I couldn't see it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, bro. Like everybody in the fucking flock ain't supposed to be a warrior, bro. Everybody's supposed to play their position. Like I understand that also, but it's just like what fucking position are you people playing, bro? Like is your whole life surrounded by death? Like life. Like what? Like life. Like motherfuckers even live it in the first place, and it's just like if all your shit is.
No, I mean I'm just saying like as far as like the protection of that thing, like is there gonna be change? Is it like what you don't have like an outcome of like what you think's gonna happen locally? I mean, of course it's gonna happen there because it happened there.
I'm just gonna keep not being on some sucker shit, dog. Like straight up, like I'm banging on my chest because I'm doing everything I could possibly do, So like to see something as like a victim, it's just like man, like it's something that I'm lacking on, because like they're gonna do what the fuck they're gonna do, they already live in a fucked up world.
We all live in a fucked up world.
Yeah.
It just depends how you play the card.
And they drop the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
drop
agree
the
with
ball.
that. I definitely agree.
It's like, one lady hopped the fucking
Like
got
this.
tackled.
Like I have no expectation in anyone. I know what I'll do and how I'm gonna do it, and that's it. So like you never they didn't really publicize the guy that actually went in there and addressed the situation. You know what I'm saying? And like that was like a teacher's husband and a student's dad. Like he went in there and addressed the situation while everyone was standing around. Like maybe that should be an eye opener for some of those people. Like, hey, like understand, like you can take this action.
Well, somebody did, and
somebody
that's
did.
that's what brought it to an end. So yeah,
because they said that the police were out there for at least 40 minutes. That's a long time.
They were doing their job. There was other cops that went in there, got their kids, and dipped out, and ate their. They weren't in there hunting the hunter.
No, well, then they need to
were
be fired.
In there securing. They definitely.
Like
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna say shit on that.
Fired as
like
a policeman and fired as a parent. Like
you should have took your kids outside if you're a fucking cop. And make sure your kids are outside cool, then go back up in that motherfucker and dome that fool. Like I'm down with that all day. Like shout out to the cops that took your kids out. I totally understand. If you was a fucking one time, you should have went back up in there one time and just dropped old boy. Like fuck you wanna know what I got a gun? These are my boys. Like let me put something to identify myself. You know,
Yeah.
because that's one of the things where it's like, yo, like if all them people would have rushed in, I understand the cops too. Like, hey, we need to make sure we don't go in there and kill a parent with a gun,
Yeah.
trying to kill the killer. Like, we don't know what the fuck's going on. You know, they gotta secure the perimeter first. So, yeah, I definitely can knock them, but I definitely feel that it's just like, you know, like a complete just yeah, just it's crazy, man. But you know, just be strong, be macho, be alpha. And the question was that, and you said that you don't put expectations on people, but then you like you know you call them victims, bro, and all this shit, and it's just like, and calling them victim is also like, you know, the polarity of it. You know, it's like, oh, if they're a victim, they could have been a hero. You know, so yeah, I don't know, we're just talking shit though. Just trying to make it juicy. We really didn't have a topic. Cause this will always be like sympathizing with people and shit, man. Oh, they're victims.
You gotta sympathize with people, so they keep getting fed the water. No.
Oh, so look at, I told you he's right there with them. Fucking. Yeah.
You're the one fucking right there at the well pumping and making sure it still has water.
I gotta drink too. Shit. The fuck.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a topic, but that was good.
Yeah.
You were blunt as hell. I was like, why he going in?
Yeah, well, you know that's the way I am too. Just
no,
because
he's
it's
definitely
like,
blunt, and he's to the point.
Yeah. But you know that's why also, you know, like I'm always I'm you know, I hope to be forever giving, and because I'm forever giving, I could be blunt also because, you know, it's like I'm giving stock. You know, I don't need no like edge on my shit to make it smooth or something. You know, it's me giving in order for like people to make better. You know.
Yeah.
And you know that's something that is very important, and I feel that it's not something that like I would like to compromise on. I would like to be more blunt. Like I'm talking about super blunt. Like let me up in that like teleport me to that shit next time somebody starts shooting. I'm gonna be super
Yeah,
blunt.
we're gonna need
I'm
another
gonna be pistol whipping a motherfucker.
You're gonna need a new platform for bluntness.
Yeah, we
for
do
sure.
some crazy shit. Yeah. We beat the fuck out of people. Bam! Putting people in headlocks. Yeah. All that good shit, man. Putting my fucking knees on people. All that shit, dog. Yeah. They're in there. Oh, you're not hurting me. Oh, I'm not hurting. I'm gonna start tickling you, bitch. Oh, yeah, then you're gonna start laughing. I'm gonna get that emotion out of you. Then I'm gonna hurt you. Just break that shit. That big boy shit. That's easy, Tiger. Yeah.
I thought you were lying. Now you're a tiger.
Nah, I'm all that, man. I'm a beast. I'm a fucking savage.
Beast
yo.
mode. I'm a fucking silverback gorilla.
If I need be, dog. You know, if I need to transform to that in order to bring out that strength, like we gonna make it happen. Like, yeah, but yeah, it's you know, I just don't like I don't like victimization, like other people victimizing other people. Like I was saying, like with like the type of thing that he says, like, oh, people are suppressed, and then it's like, all right, it's like the world hunger shit. It's like, all right, cool, people are suppressed, bro. Like, you know, like people are hungry. All right, cool. Like, how do we fix that? You know, there's actions to take in order to do things.
Oh, for sure.
And then it's like, yo, like if you got motherfuckers over there that are gonna start trying to kick you for taking the holes out of their mouth,
then just let them have it.
Yeah. That's why I'm out that mix, because it's like, yo, bro, like you're gassing them up. You know, oh yeah, they're suppressed. Like you're gassing them up, my boy. They gonna try and put you in that, you know, suppression too now. Where it's just like, yo, you know, if you talk about just like abundance and you know that like that world that I wouldn't say is here yet, because of abundance, it's ever growing. And if you're able to like talk about that and like preach that, because that's like the real word of God, you know, is abundance. That's like the Book of Eli type shit, you know, that's had those like Bibles be ever transcending throughout time. Um, it's that abundance, it's that hope that is not here yet. And I live in that. That's what gives me life. And it's really not like about the right now. And if somebody is in like a bad position and you want to get stuck in the right now, like I understand you should always be in the point of the now, but the point in the now is also going to have those that good and that bad. And if you're not able to see like hope for the future, then you're going to just go back to the dread of the past. And that's something that you have to have hope in the future, because once you have hope in the future, you're able to see benefit from the past, because you're going to be able to get the things from the past that are going to enable to push you forward, not be like, yo, like just negative. Like I'm really not with that shit. Like I'm always smiling, I'm always happy. You want to see me negative, just take the smile off my face. That it's a problem. It's like the number one leading indicator of world destruction. He said that not smiling. So let's keep this guy happy. But yeah. So like on like suppression, like what would these people do if they weren't suppressed? Like if you were to give them the knowledge, like or the take off the shackles, like what's the next step for that? Because they're still gonna go through fucking pain and like all those bad things. It's just not gonna be how do you say, like the state does give rules and guidelines to the type of destruction that they bring. So once you take off those rules and guidelines for the destruction of those people, what supreme order will they fall into?
The people?
Yeah. Once you
Well, I'm sure like some of those parents that are gonna go through that are gonna have a change of mindset, bro. Like it's an altered change. Like it's these kids were like 12, like 6 years old or something, like young, bro. So like that affects people drastically. Some of them will still be the victim, like still have that issue and still go through that.
Call for gun control.
Oh,
We need tighter gun control. Those are them motherfuckers.
Yeah, of course they're gonna call for gun control, but that's not gonna solve the problem. And if they don't see that, then they're just.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how is it? You get me? Because if you call somebody something, it's like calling someone a bitch, bro. It's a very powerful word. Like to call somebody like suppressed, or like to say that somebody doesn't have self-determination and self-sovereignty. You're in essence calling them bitches, bro.
Bitches.
Yeah. So it's like like the sentencing is like, stop calling people bitches. So I'm like, yo, like the science of getting rich. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not me like being like, oh my god, like start like I'm not like shaking you like stop caring about people, Dave. Like bro, we love people. We love people. But like it's just you can't love that like necrophilia either.
Yeah.
Like life is full of death. Life is full of death, but
we're just born to die, so.
Yeah,
it is full of death, but it can also. I mean, I'm not saying that they're like suppressed. How'd you
now
say?
You're trying to define shit.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, that you're trying to. You feel me? You're trying to like, micro it, and that's you're always gonna find a reason.
Yeah, I mean.
When you micro it.
Yeah, it just ain't a perfect world, bro. It really isn't.
No, I know, and that's why I'm not like, you feel me? Like, oh my gosh, people are suppressed. It's not a perfect world. And if it was I don't want it to be a fucking perfect world, because then that means you got to be like God, and you got to take care of everything. Do you know how big of a job that it is that God has? That he needs to take care of everything and make everything just fucking happen for us to even be able to take a next breath? Like, that is too much work. Too much. Shout out to my guy upstairs for holding it down. Very busy guy. Don't be sending him dumb prayers, please. He got things worked out already for you to manifest stuff. Like let's do it together. Like let's put that like awesome foot forward. But to just be like, hey, justify people in their inclusion in the suppression, because like that's what it is, you know, they're fucking gates open right there, bro, and they're not walking
Yeah.
through it. It's like, how is it that you think the way you think? How is it that I think the way that I think? It's because we walked through that gate. And as we were walking through that gate, we had to push through all these motherfuckers.
To get out the way. Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, they're suppressed. Nah, them was the niggas trying to suppress you, bro. They was the one like, hey, like, why you taking that water hose out your mouth? Why you gonna go drink the fresh water, bro?
Yeah.
They're the ones that give us a hard time. They're the ones that are those fucking splinter cells that attack us. And then
Damn Karens.
Yeah. Those are gonna be the parents that are gonna be right there fighting to take our fucking guns away. Don't acknowledge their side. The same way that like the fucking the AIM movement, the American Indian movement or the Chicano movement wasn't right there saying, oh, well, we do the government this or the government that. Nah, bro, we got our own government.
Yeah.
Talk to us. And that's why we're on this podcast, because we're self-governed. So it's like, yo, like, talk to us. But, like all these people going through, the self-inflicted wounds that they put on themselves, they're dead, bro, already. So, like, the dead should just be left in peace.
Yeah, for sure.
And those living, those fighting, we're here to give them our helping hand. Like, hey, we're like-minded. We're out here. We're doing this. This is Bridge Talk. Life is good. It's 2022, June 2022. The world's fucking scared about an upcoming recession, a war in Ukraine, a possible invasion of Taiwan by CCP. You got Shanghai just coming out of lockdown. You got fucking all this crazy stuff happening. And I forgot where I was going with that, because this stuff I really don't, like, I just turn my mind off on. So,
there's a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Yeah.
But this guy, he got to interact with all the dogs this week, so that was pretty good. Happiness. I went to a reggae event. That was pretty happiness. It was pretty dope. But it's cool that he could do it. Last guy I had came one day, and then he said he was scared of dogs. Daniel.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he got held it down. You got to see a little scrap.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a cool experience. His mom, my tia, just came back from one trip, and then he left, so it was cool. So we got to catch up a little bit.
And they just left again.
Yeah, and they just left
And
again.
I just
Shout
got
out
back.
to them.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Living their retirement. There they go.
They deserve it. And I
And this
I
guy
gotta
started
do
biking
that.
heavily. I told him you better get a helmet. But,
Society's always told me to get a helmet ever since I was little. My brain is liberated. It needs to get hit in order to function properly. Shit.
Next gear.
Yeah.
Through your face.
All that shit.
Whippersnapper.
Yeah, strong neck.
Strong neck. You've been getting some good miles on the bike, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, at
good.
least like 10 miles a day.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
My whole posture's better. I'm taller. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not because he's wearing the Air Max.
Oh yeah, that too. The other guy was wearing my Yeezy, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just ready to be a victim of sexual harassment once I get my size 32 waist. 6'2", charismatic guy,
You're crazy.
beautiful smile.
You're so
I could
funny.
talk very. I actually listen to fucking CEOs speak. I hate these ghetto people that be like, oh, I can talk like I'm from the hood and I can talk like I'm a CEO. Like, bitch, you ain't never heard a motherfucking CEO speak. And like, bro, there's really not that many people from the ghetto. And like, I'm just very happy that I'm like really able to be from the ghetto. Like, both my parents are from Boyle Heights, and like I moved around a lot when I was a little kid because I got kicked out of school, so it was my fault. And like once I finally like touched in the school where they were never gonna kick me out, it was in Watts, California. And you kind of don't get no ghettoer than that. I'm talking about like some real like menace to society shit. And I'm out here living my motherfucking best life.
Yeah.
I ain't no criminal. I ain't doing shit that could possibly put me behind bars because I know crime don't fucking pay. So yeah, you know, I could definitely. You know, I still be kicking in the hood like that too. Shit, like I got a bunch of youngsters that I'm still cool with, that I'm cool with. You know, that I've recently met because they're youngsters. You know, a lot of the older cats that like been knew me, been fucked with me. You know that I've been like ran around with, still around, still cool. You know, free the homies too, but like
you said free the homies.
Yeah, yeah, political prisoners. Yeah, that's why I be so turned up, cause it's like, man, you be around some gangster ass motherfuckers saying some weird shit like that, dog. They gonna start talking shit too. So it's just like, I just gotta make sure that like I ain't getting shit talked to or like bringing up like a weak front, cause like that's how you get hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, ain't nobody safe if you being a victim. You calling it. I'm out here growling and shit.
How?
Yeah, like, yeah. Get that shit on. I love it. Look at how healthy I am. Yeah. And Wansa. De huevo. But, yeah, that's what's up. But, yeah, I'm just like, I'd be a little upset with my home VO here victimizing people and shit. Yeah, I feel like stop doing it, bro. I can't wait for him to read The Science of Getting Rich so he could understand like what the fuck I mean. Because if it ain't the government taking care of them, putting that shit down their neck, dog, somebody gots to.
Yeah.
These people that they're not living life the way God wanted us to, then they're part of the devil's clan, bro. And if they're part of the devil's clan, like they're gonna be doing everything that a devil or a demon would do. And it's just like really like assessing it for what it is, and it's just like, yo, bro, like don't play with them demons. Let them be demons, bro.
Yeah.
Salvation's open to everybody, but it's not our job to be the judge. It's our job to be the giver and the forgiver. And it's definitely not our thing to play the fool, because once the devil comes in on our side like perpetrating, like we got to be able to identify too, where it's like, hey, you want to know, we want to be inclusive, we want to have this room full of people, but it's like, yo, like if you're a fucking op, or if you're like just coming in here trying to like get us to fucking put fucking hoses down our mouth, and it's like, nah, bro, like you're not good, it requires for us to do that in order to have that like second level thinking also, in order to bring about like solvency through problems. And that's one of the reasons why we're on this podcast right now, because there's a lot of solvency that's going to be coming up in the future. So we do have things that like I do have things that I do believe that need to be changed, and I'm not like, I ain't finding like no victims. What I'm just is like, hey, this is what I'm gonna give. This is all I need to do is just find out who needs it. That way I could give the gift that I would like to bestow upon the world. That's my job. Then it's like, oh look, you know what? You're gonna see me on camera doing my lifestyle. Of the giving, of the the higher calling, and it requires a second level thinking. It requires strength, like it requires doing more, because it's just like, yo, like I got a fucking apartment, I got I got all these different fucking things I got to take care of. I got an apartment, I got the office right here. I need to get another office on the other side of the town, like real abundance, like really 10xing shit, and like it shows, because it's not like I'm over here like fucking saving every fucking penny either. like cutting corners, trying to be a, trying to be trying to be just not expanding. You know, I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, let's do this, let's do that, let's go here. We need this. Let's get it. Okay, the things that I don't have yet, they're on a solid fucking list. I have pictures, I have printouts, I have costs, I have, you know, like just the trigger has to be pulled, but there's a lot of other gears that have to be greased before before that shit gets, moved up next. So I think that's like very important, and that's why we're here, and that's the awesomeness that we're gonna be bringing to the narrative, to the space, to the world. Like, yo, it's gonna be fucking June 2022. Once
Halfway through the year.
2023 comes around, we're still gonna be winning, yo. We're still gonna be here, yo.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. It's like, like we ain't worrying about nothing, you know. Well, we are happy for, and we're celebrating the next steps that we are gonna take, because the next steps that we are gonna take are gonna be huge, and then it's just gonna be like, whoa, like noticeable, and yeah, shout out to that, shout out to the future. Yeah, how you feeling about that, the
It's
future?
coming quicker than we all think. Shout out to AI. I'm excited. Shout out to opening up Shanghai to get stuff moving.
Yeah, that's that place is still in lockdown. Them motherfuckers, man, that shit is, yeah, open or close. Welcome to the CCP, where we control the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy. We're like, one of our things is gonna be to go like fully like made and manufactured in America.
We should have been working on that though. Like that's
Baby steps.
baby steps. Yeah. Baby
Like I got the office now. It's going into just we got the fucking the podcast now.
Yeah, yeah.
It-
No, I'm
it's-
saying like we should have been working on like recreating manufacturers in the states and all that.
Well, I got a 3D printer. If anybody knows how to use it, definitely.
We were supposed
like,
to get a
tap in.
freaking file from Kevin, and he was supposed to come today, and he didn't come either. So, like, he was
Yeah.
supposed to come through, but he would have showed us how to use that shenanigans.
So if there's anybody else, including Kevin, if you want to like come through, like, I'm getting it moving here. I'm about to get a way better computer with the fucking with the Nvidia chip, with the Nvidia GPU. So my shit's super gonna be smacking. I'm gonna have that Intel in it. I'm gonna have that Nvidia in it. All of that. So like, the resources is coming, and that's why I'm doing this thing. I recently just started going to school in Harvard. I recently started going to school in Harvard for computer science. So like, I'm learning about coding. I love it. That like cutthroat shit that I just finished talking about a little while ago. Oh, your boy about to be a badass coder off top. Off top, like, look at it. It's as clear as the fucking tan that I'm getting. Yeah, I'm very good with language. I'm very fluid with language. I'm good with learning new language, and
Yeah,
I'm
you just
super
learned
excited.
Spanish not that long ago, huh?
Well, like 12 years ago, and now I speak it like I'm fluent.
Yeah, you speak
So
it good.
I'm in Southern California, and I'm gonna learn coding. It's the same thing, like motherfuckers in SoCal. Like, you got all the people in computer sciences that live out here. So
Yeah,
as
there's
soon
a
as
lot
I
of 'em.
start tapping
Irvine,
it, yeah,
Irvine's like a mecca right now.
yeah, I'm out in the OC. I'm a bike ride away from Irvine, baby. I just started this position over here with the Real Sharp Cat. I'm just going there just to be humble, straight the fuck up. I'm just being there to listen, like on, oh, what does humble mean? Humble means Vicente going to go get a job and not take a step down from being a boss to go being a student. That's being humble. Like going to school. That's like definitely like that. That's what humble is. Or where you're like, oh, Montreal Chess Banker. Then this nigga right there in class following every direction. That. That's that's definitely that dynamic, and I'm totally gonna be on that side still, because I'm got a flexible schedule, all that, working with good people. I just got to get over the curve on learning this new skill. Yes, that's what I'm really good at, learning. So that's what I'm saying with this cold shit I'm about to smack. I'm be out there with them people, riding my bike over there and hunting and beach and shit, going, all that. Man, I'm be dealing with these people like, hey, like I'm trying to learn, and they gonna fuck with me off top because they gonna like the program that I run. And it's like, yeah, I am trying to learn, and I have an office, and I have fiber optic cable, and I got an Asus, and I just finished getting this shit right here with the NVIDIA GPU, but I don't know how to use it, and I got a 3. How ain't you gonna fuck with the nigga?
Tell him.
How not? That's why I don't be talking all that sideways bullshit like build it and they'll come. Like the homie that just got his office set up, he built it and look, I came.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to be like secretive. Oh, I got a 3D printer, I'm top secret. Like nah, like yo, I got a 3D printer. Fuck with your boy. We ain't here making like handguns or no weird shit. The homies in the hood don't want that shit, dog. That shit go fucked up, dog. They want some shit that ain't gonna jam. Like we're not doing no illegal sales over here. There are no ghost guns being made. Like get on with that bullshit if you trying to make it, dog. They have FBI units that are specifically looking for these type of things. I don't want no problems with that, bro. I just want to make a bow. I want to be able to make some shit so once the supply chain does get fucked up, if it does get fucked up really bad, you know how much they'll pay me to print something out of there?
Yeah,
you know how valuable that will be?
That software, huh?
Yeah, and either you got it or you don't, and I'm just happy to say I got it, so.
Yeah, you do.
So, yeah, it's right there. Shout out to that. But, yeah.
Shout out to all the gear. Shit, we got a lot of gear in here now.
Gonna get more.
You're gonna get more?
Yeah, I gotta load this bitch up, then I'm off to the next office. Because I'm only trying to be here like a couple days out of the week. One of those days will be Tuesday, so we can link up, do the podcast. Like I was coming before I got the office. Where it was just like, yo, I was at home doing all my work. Then I'll just come over here and blow some steam with my boy off across the street. Hey, you need any help with anything? Boom, boom, boom. Just putting shit together, just like taking it easy, fucking like picking up all kinds of game from, the stuff that he's doing with the dog. So it's all just growing and growing and growing. But then I came on this side because I got this office and, I'm just building it up to make it into like a real oasis because the next office that I'm be getting in the OC, I'm not going to be able to do all this with it. It's going to be a lot more of a formal office, which I love because that's going to be the formal place and it's just going to be like, hey, business, let's meet in the OC. It's business.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. If we talking business shit, you gonna get me to move like that. That's why I'm doing that move. Because if it's gonna get me to move, it's obviously what I hope will get you to move too. And then if you want to come over here, be
chilled out, a little more relaxed environment.
Yeah, you got to be cool to get invited to this spot. So it's just like because we're gonna be filming. This is a fucking studio. Like we're gonna be filming, and like that's just what. This dynamic's gonna bring. So positivity, yo.
For sure. I mean, next Tuesday, we'll drop a topic next Tuesday for sure.
I just want to mess with this guy more. So why do you use the word suppression?
Yeah.
So do you still see suppression the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think that those governments need to be like putting the water hose down those people,
It's gonna be there whether you see it or not. It's always gonna be there. It's been there since the dawn of time, bro. It's been there before we even were a twinkle in an eye. The Romans done it. Everybody, every culture has done it. It is what it is.
But I would go against that a little bit. I definitely think that the Romans were retards. They ran around with heavy metals. Bruh, you're sick in your fucking head.
What was before that? The barbarians?
Yeah, but you're over here talking about I'm from this side of the earth.
Yeah.
That was just colonized 500 years ago. And we did things differently, like it was very more cosmic the way that we suppress people, the role that people had to play that were not on top of the totem pole was a lot more cosmic. It had a lot more honor in it. Like, people would go to war, on this side of the fucking earth, in the Americas. People will go to war, bro, and you don't, like, you're getting murked out by a human. You thought it was a jaguar when it was creeping up on you. That's fucking beautiful. Kill me like that. With every just beauty in the earth. Like, that's like full savage mode. Motherfucker walking around making noises like that, then he just whack you with some fucking shit that's like a fucking alcohol. Like that's that's beauty, bro. Like, you do not die like that. The weird shit that these Roman fools got going on, wearing all this heavy metal and toxins, like, your brain gonna be fucked up, Bubba. You got lead poisoning, you got problems. Like, we can't really give those, like, Neanderthals any fucking, any relationship to us, bro. Like,
no, I'm just saying about the suppression. I'm not talking. I'm just saying, like.
Nah, but you're over here talking about fucking Romans and shit, bro. Like that part of the world. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, talk about the more, you feel me? The more, like, this side of the world that was just fucking colonized 500 years ago, not the other side of the world that's been, like, we on some weirdo shit, bro. Against
so
nature.
you're gonna think. But it's like I said, suppression is real, bro. It goes on all the time, just like the history books that they feed you to read about the colonization. Like, people celebrate Thanksgiving. What the fuck is Thanksgiving? In 1688, when they had the massacre of the natives?
But that's white people, bro. Like,
it's still suppression, bro. Like, who knows about that? Nobody unless
pre 500 years, so.
But it's like this, bro. It's like, if you don't know about it and you celebrate Thanksgiving, and what are you celebrating? Do you really know what you're celebrating? Like, that's suppression, bro. Is that not suppress? You're not suppressing people to believe in what you want them to believe instead of believing the truth? Right? That's suppression.
Be thinking too much.
No, it's not thinking too much. It's what it happened, bro.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, I don't know. I try to be more on the like last 500 years of history. I don't try to include myself in the
because like you talk like about like suppression could even be part of like Christmas, bro. Like, what is Santa Claus give out gifts?
Man, you white as fuck, dog. You talking about these white people holidays and shit.
Because you celebrate them, do you not? Do you give your kids?
I be celebrating every day, dog. What the fuck you mean? Hey, every day with Vicente, it's either Valentine's Day, it's either Christmas, or it's a Friday. Like, sure.
It's a Friday.
Yeah,
even if it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, today's, because I'm getting paid. Yeah, when I got the bank dropping this Friday, motherfuckers be waiting for Friday for a paycheck. I'm like, oh, I just made a
always tell me that. You be thinking too much, and sometimes I do be thinking too much.
Yeah. Yeah, like, get
when
lost.
When start yelling at me, and I get into just, like, fuck everything else, and just go to positive. Well, you be like, hey, man, we can't be doing that. We can't be thinking like that. I'm like, all right. You got me back on track, homie.
Yeah, because that's important. And like I'm saying, it's like you're talking about, like European cultures, bro. Like, we don't have shit to do with them, bro. Like,
no, but we celebrate them here. If you think about it.
We gotta celebrate, my boy.
There's a lot. Why do you have to fucking have a special day to celebrate?
I celebrate every day. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like people be like, oh, fucking
Thank
Valentine's
you, Amazon.
Day. Like, fuck Valentine's Day. Like, you should celebrate love to people, like, all the time.
That's why I'm a lover.
Like, fucking people you once a year. Like, that's retarded, bro. I'm every day,
Yeah, Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
That's right. He yoked up too. Look at the muscles on this guy.
You just give gifts when you want to give gifts, like, out of the kindness of your heart, not because the holidays comes around. Like, why are you gonna wait for that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me give you a baby fucking gift. Ugh.
If I can see how you're gonna start all over from zero, bro.
Who?
You changing diapers and all that shit? You having anything?
Super, yeah, I'm so young as fuck, bro. People are barely thinking about having kids at my age, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm super young. Like, shit, my baby's gonna take care of my next babies. They already old. I know. I feel bad, like that. That my son's gonna be turning 10 this year, and I haven't had another kid. Like, I feel like, whoa. But I've been getting my life together. Like at the end of the day, I've been
Do you
like,
do you plan to have another kid?
hell
within
yeah,
that
bro, I'm having
lifetime?
gang kids, bro. Fuck, dog.
Oh, you're
I
gonna
just,
have that late spurt, like the 35, 36, and just have like four more, like pa 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 pa. Fuck it. Three
yeah,
more,
at
two more?
least,
Yeah,
yeah,
two more.
yeah, like at least. And then in my 40s too, I plan to, I don't plan to stop reproducing. Like right now, it's just dead ass. Like I need to get on my shit. Like
Yeah.
I already got 2 kids.
After
like,
the fine tuning, then you
Yeah, yeah.
Once it's the engine's running smooth, then you have two more.
yeah, at
That's
least
what's up.
in the same
I don't
year.
know. I probably would have one more, but
Do it.
I know this. It's a lot of work.
It's so beautiful though.
It
like
is.
like it's really like so like giving. Like I think one of the reasons why I'm able to be so like youthful and so accomplished is because like I listen to my kids and I play with my kids and I try my best to give the kids what they need and what they want also, especially what they want. Like, I live in a world of abundance, so my baby boy, big as fuck. Ugh! All that
He's a
cheesy
big
eating.
boy.
Yeah. And I love it, but
But he's a healthy big boy. That fool got
He be
stamina.
moving.
He be moving.
he got
He could
got
play. If he plays football, he gonna hurt people. Cause he
Yeah.
don't know his strength. He's strong. That kid's strong.
But yeah, just like that ability for me not to understand no comes from my kids. Like fuck. Have you ever tried to tell a kid no? Like, you need that shit in your life. Like you need that like for real. It's like tell a kid no. Tell a kid no. Then he ain't gonna hear you.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna hear. They're the best salespeople in the world. They will cry that I'll do all that shit too to get what I want. I'll be like, oh yeah, Vicente good. Vicente good. Big baby right here, shit. Real talk. Ain't no shame in that game, man.
That's what's up.
But yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, but definitely a lot of children in my future. I definitely look to expand my genetic lotto, and it's very important. Like,
Would you do like what is that? Like if you meet, because like you pretty tall, I'm pretty sure you meet like a higher requirement, like a sperm donor. Like how they go to the bank. Would you think of that? But like you gotta see the kid. Like I
want to fuck bitches, bro.
Well, no
I
shit.
want to be in there. Like it's part of the creation process. That's why they beautiful. Like fuck all that. Like you just
He
got
said it's part of the-
like nah, dog. Like I need to like hold that shit down and just like make sure I put it all the way in there, baby. like this is a full experience.
He
right
said
here.
all the way.
Yeah.
Sparks will go.
Yeah, my boy Bad Bunny says si quieres el baby gravy. Oh, que tener mi primer genio.
That's funny.
Yeah, but not totally. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be looking forward to that. But it definitely is something that, like, I want to be connected to my kids. I wouldn't want to just like have just like a random just like child floating around that I don't have no contact with, because then I can't I can't give it that full like transfer of my genetics. Like part of like the transfer of my genetics is me being there.
Do like the epigenetic of
That's hella important, and
That's
it's more out of love than anything, because ain't nobody gonna love you more than a kid. And like as I get older, like I want to have a lot of kids. Because some of your kids get busy when they grow up. Some of your kids are just not gonna want to deal with you. Then you're gonna have hopefully like a couple kids to take care of you.
Needs.
Yeah, take care of you
to
and
fill
like
the spot.
Yeah,
That's right.
that you filled for them when you were young. So I'm totally feeling that. Yeah, shout out to all the OGs. Like back in the day, people talk about life was so crazy. Motherfuckers having 10, 12 kids and shit.
It is pretty crazy.
Loco. If I could do it, I would. Hell yeah, I'd be balling, bitch. What I'm gonna spend my money on my babies.
But back then was different. Like they had the stay-at-home moms that they just did all of the mom stuff right there and knocked out a bunch of kids like one after the other, bro.
that?
10 kids, 11 kids, fucking 6 kids. Like, even 6 kids, that's a lot.
Baby, that's why I'm trying to get my paper up. High key. Get up there, my casa. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's
So
up.
homie gonna have another kid, look, I mean, like, okay.
This will have a kid first.
Okay. He challenged me to a duel. I'm here.
Next podcast, yeah, I'm having a kid. They're like, damn, that was quick, bro.
Yeah, God is good. Oh yeah, but yeah, just good vibes, you know. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to just the universe expanding.
Shout out to my new tan. Yeah,
Shh, my boy.
look at that. That's dark, bro.
Pull it up a little more. Show me the gun, bro. Show me you got a little cut in there. Look at that.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Damn.
Little by little.
Who was that?
Huh?
Who was that? The white guy that you just put on.
Oh, I know.
Sheesh.
Shoo!
You can see it right there too on your neck.
Yeah. So tomorrow's gonna be a day with no shirt just to even it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to be on.
Yeah.
2022, bro. Team no shirt.
Team
That's
no
what I'm on
shirt.
the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we gonna make some baby shit.
Till next time, next Tuesday, we'll do it again. I think it was good timing. 7:30, 7 to 8:30 or whatever, however long we went. But yeah.
Like,
movie.
follow, subscribe.
There you go. Like, follow, subscribe, and leave a comment if you got one. Peace.